Welcome to the underground car park of the Sofitel in Heathrow Terminal 5. Now this is going to be a really exciting video, isn't it? Don't worry, it's going to get better. You see, this is Thursday and I'm staying here tonight because early tomorrow morning I'm flying out to Oslo to test a car. Then 2 days later I'm flying out to Madrid from Oslo to test another car. I'm going to take you along for the ride. But first of all, I wanted to show you this, the reason why we're starting off this video in a car park. So the Sofitel has a deal with BMW and it has a special designated parking area for BMW owners. Now, as you can imagine, the parking amongst BMW drivers is pretty terrible. It works out that you eventually lose a space because we're all kind of wonky in our bays. That's my car, look how wonky it is. My 850i, looking lovely there. Everybody is just a little bit skew. If it's just the BMW way, we can't help it. It's a nice BMW M4 there, looking lovely in blue paint. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you this, and I'll show you some other stuff as well, some other things that are very BMW about this hotel. Wait a minute, I've just spotted an imposter. That is not a BMW, that's a Kia. I think I'm going to have to report that to reception. It's outrageous. So I'm outside the front of the Sofitel, and the entrance is flanked by a BMW X5 on display, and then, look, an 8 Series on display. In fact, let's go check that out. So here we have an 8 Series in this kind of weird pastely blue. I almost had my car in this colour, but I wasn't sure. I'm kind of glad I've got the darker blue. Now, a lot of you probably think that it's actually black, but it's not. It's a really, really dark blue. I've actually named it Black Eye Blue because it's kind of that colour. If you've ever had a black eye, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But what do you reckon? If you just click on the pop-out bar in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can vote whether you think I should have had this blue or I made the right choice to stick with the dark blue. Well, good morning. Welcome to Heathrow Airport. It's just gone 6 o'clock. I've actually been up since before 5 o'clock. Yeah, the glamour. See you in Oslo. This is a pointless segment, isn't it? But I just thought I'd share it with you. So I've arrived at Oslo Airport and the weather is not conducive to filming cars because look at it out there. It is raining. Finally, I'm here with the car I'm going to drive here in Oslo. It is the new Mercedes EQC. Got the keys, pushed my way to the front of the queue so I could get the colour I wanted, which is the matte grey. But there's some other colours here as well, such as white, silver and black. And I must say this car has some pretty cool looking alloy wheel designs. Now, one thing I want to point out to you guys is that yes, we're picking up the new EQC here, but this floor that we're on, the parking lot, level 3 of Oslo Airport, is just rammed full of electric cars. This whole floor is dedicated to EVs with charging points everywhere for them, and there's pretty much every EV you can think of. Audi e-trons, VW e-Golfs, Nissan Leafs, Renault Zoes, BMW i3s, Tesla Model 3s, Model X's, Model S's. There is every single electric car here. So the reason there is so many here in Norway is because the government is really pushing them. So you get subsidies for buying them, subsidies for running them, and special allowances such as you can drive in taxi lanes and park in places where other cars can't. So we're on the road in the EQC and I'm actually not driving it, I'm in the back seats because I've been recording a segment on how comfortable this car is, how spacious it is as well. And it is quite spacious and quite comfortable, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I've driven it for a bit and I've tested out the economy, and if you want more detail on that you'll have to watch the video on CarWow, of course. We've also charged it as well at a rapid charger and added about 100 kilometres in the space of 20 minutes, which is all right.
Yeah, it's great. It's electric.
That's insightful. That's why I do the words and he does the pictures. Well, I've had a busy day filming this EQC. I've finished with it now and I'm at the hotel. Got some Mercedes people just waiting for me there to take the car off me. It's supposed to be in a presentation now. It's started already and I'm hoping that I can miss it and just go straight to dinner.
Could you repeat your input, please?
Yes, whenever you say Mercedes in a Mercedes, the new user interface will pipe up because you can operate it by voice commands by saying Mercedes.
What do you want to do?
Exactly. It's a bit funny that it's recommending I listen to Michael Jackson. Yeah, he's not very PC at the moment, is he? I finally made it to my room and I thought I'd give you a quick tour of it. So yeah, great view out because my bedroom window looks out on one of the central squares in the centre of Oslo. The room is quite small and compact, but the hotel has only just opened, so all the fixtures and fittings and the bed are completely new. It's got quite a nice little bathroom as well and a big waterfall shower. So yeah, it's a nice place to stay. So it's a new day, but I'm back with the EQC. Going to take it for another drive, go to somewhere picturesque, take some photos with it. Later on I'm going to have a go on one of those if I can. It's basically an electric rickshaw. So on this electric rickshaw, just taking a ride through the centre of Oslo. Oh look, there's a church. Ah, it's bouncy. So I thought it'd be funny to come to a petrol station with the EQC because it's electric, doesn't use petrol. Actually, I'm not the only one here, look. There is a Tesla Model S in another petrol bay. Do you know what this is, guys? This is revenge for when all the normal cars park in the electric car bays in England. We just found a puddle right there. So we thought, let's film the car going through a puddle. So that's Jack, my cameraman, who's going to drive it and I'm going to film it in a bit of a role reversal. Now, I don't know if you noticed that, but I completely bottled the shot. I was quite zoomed in, but as the car came past, I thought I was going to get soaked, so I stood up to get out of the way. That'd be no good as a cameraman. This is the new Mercedes EQC. The front does look quite futuristic. The wheels are pretty interesting as well. So they look cool, but they have this extra bar in them, which helps improve the aero, so they are still eco. And the back end kind of looks very normal, like a normal car. Let's just check out the boot. The capacity is actually slightly smaller than that of an Audi e-tron, 500 litres, in case you're interested. Back seats are roomy, as I'll show you now. Enough space in those. In the front, it does feel like a futuristic EV. So it has a slightly different dash design compared to a normal SUV from Mercedes. And look at this, you've got these little fins and you can play them like a harp. Then of course the digital driver's displays, of which there are 1 and 2, and that's the main infotainment screen there. Plus you can cycle through different menus as well, and you've got a special EQ mode where you can look at different things like battery times and how much charge you've got. So this is how the augmented reality Sat-Nav works. As you can see, we're approaching a turn, so it flipped over to a forward-facing camera. The arrow is telling me to go straight on. Look, that's the road ahead. You can see it on the Sat-Nav screen. And we're going to turn right in a second, and if you look there, you can see an arrow pointing down the turning we need to make. Now, triple chevrons to confirm it, because you probably wouldn't think that was the right turning. It's like a dirt track, but the car is taking us down a nice little shortcut, and that's how it works. Well, hopefully it works, otherwise we're just on a road to nowhere. I'm in the new Mercedes EQC. It's an electric car, but it does have 4-wheel drive, so I'm going to go off-roading in it. Hopefully I won't get stuck. No, I didn't get stuck. We can go off-road. So I finished with the Mercedes EQC. So we're dropping it back at Oslo Airport because some other journalists are going to fly in and take the car away. Though I'm still staying in Oslo tonight, so I've got to head back into the city on an electric train and then come back tomorrow to fly out to Madrid to go and review another car. So I finally arrived in sunny Spain. Look, you can see it's sunny outside, but I'm actually in a car park. I'm in a car park for a reason, because I've come to pick up one of these cars here. Oh yeah, we've got the new Toyota Supra. We've got 4 different colour choices. So there's a red, there's a yellow, there's a white, and there's a grey. Now why don't you vote which one you think looks the best. So click on the pop-out banner just up there to say which you prefer? We've had a little bit of luck today. So when we arrived, I was expecting to have a yellow car, but they gave me a red one. However, some of the journalists didn't turn up, so we were able to take two, a yellow and a red. So we filmed them together, which is pretty cool. Tomorrow it'll just be the red car though, but we are going on track. So the sun's setting today and Jack's just packing away the kit because we've done as much as we can. So far, quite like this Supra. So it's a new day and I've spent the morning filming on Jarama test track, doing some skids in the car, a bit of donuting as well, and just generally hooning around in it, and it's a really good laugh. Now, if you want to see just what it's like to drive, you've got to watch my video on CarWow. Well, I finished filming the new Toyota Supra, filmed it on track, on twisty roads, and I've had some fun in it. Now though, we're driving to the airport, and so I thought I'd hand over to Jack, let him have a go, a little treat. He can just show for me how the drive's boring. Look at you, eh, Jack? It's been a long few days, hasn't it, Jack?
Yeah, a bit tired.
Finally heading home. So we're having the inevitable, oh my god, I'm lost and don't know where to go at the Spanish airport situation, which happens almost every time I come to Spain. So we're going round again, aren't we, Jack?
Yeah.
We've finally found where we've got to go. There's a Toyota person there. Thank God. So that's that then, finished with the Toyota Supra, going to head into the airport and fly back to London. What an incredible few days, two great cars, and I'm shattered. Well, there we go, it's the end of my mammoth 4-day trip. 2 cars, 2 countries, 2 videos. Will be out on CarWow soon. But what kind of videos would you like to see on this particular channel? Now, I won't be reviewing new cars here, that's what CarWow is for, but I'm open to ideas. Let me know in the comments below.